Baby face in the way.
It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Broncos and the Chiefs on Thursday night.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. But tonight, we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Well, the Broncos offense gets set to go to work, and at the helm in his second season wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
In today's football, there aren't a lot of goals for defenses, but when you hold a team under 100 total yards of offense, yeah, that has to be a goal that was met. Big check mark for them in last week's game.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Wilson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That good for 22 and a first down.
First down, Broncos.
Here's Cook again. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. A carry for the fullback. This is Mike Burton. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Cook is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Again, it's Cook. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Blankenship's kick is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So here come the defending champs, led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, a two-time winner now in Patrick Mahomes.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
The numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week. 16 carries, 74 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game short week, you know, he spent a lot of time in the training room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. When you look at this Bronco defense, against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
on is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there, you don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
A beautiful fake. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Taken down at the 42.
That's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Coverage was great everywhere that time. He tried to get it to his outlet, tried to get it to his running back, but sailed it a little bit too high and actually left his body open for a big hit.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And they're going to mark second down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on fourth down. Running for it, here's Cook. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing is Wilson. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
The Chiefs had a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to get the football back as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
After the interception, here's Wilson.
This will be caught. Judy. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
kills.
Speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0.
Chiefs, nothing.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out.
And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons.
Mahomes pass. Intercepted by the
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Denver.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On first down, Wilson. And that is incomplete here.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 38. Blankenship's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you?
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. They'll try the middle with Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos are able to widen their advantage. So another touchdown there. And even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Chiefs, nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Set to kick off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. KC's offense ready to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. A give right side for Pacheco. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Travis Kelce, and all the way down to the 25-yard line. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Here's Pacheco once again. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs get a bit closer. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Well, the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Right side, it's Manhurts, the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Here's Wilson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. We're back now in KC. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Cook up the gut.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Broncos send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Yeah, there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. They go draw play to McKinnon. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the fourth quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here. And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Mahomes now to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd down, McKinnon. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. That good for 19 and a first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Look at the big man rumble. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know. The
only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And they'll fake the jet sweep, but instead give up the middle to Williams.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Here's James returning.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:11 to go. Mahomes, how will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
Here's Mahomes.
And his throw here's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
One final try for Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked.